June 8th, 2007, we launched from Kennedy Space Center, and destination obviously to go to the International Space Station. And during that launch, there's some fabric blankets that are used to protect some of the rocket engines that we use in space. And these blankets are actually, they're not for getting into space or even being in space, but these blankets actually protect the vehicle as it's coming in, to protect it from the hot gas attacking or damaging the substructure, the metal and all the propellant tanks and things of that sort. And so when we got up on orbit the very first day, we were doing an inspection, the crew, and we discovered that we could see that there was a tear in one of those blankets. We took a bunch of photographs of those, and we basically sent them down to the ground to have the team start to assess how we were going to deal with this tear. If I had to draw an analogy to the situation with the space shuttle at the time, it's kind of like when you get ready to go to school and your mom thinks it's going to rain that day, so she hands you an umbrella. You don't need it at that time, but you might need it when you come home. And you get to school and you open up your umbrella because you're getting ready maybe to come home, and you realize, I've got a big tear in my umbrella, and if I use it the way that it is, when I go outside, I'm going to get wet. And so the challenge that we faced was trying to figure out how to repair this umbrella, because the tear in the blanket basically was there to protect us as we were coming home. So we had to figure out, how could we do it? And the thing that made it really challenging is that we had to use only the materials that we had available to us at the time. So if you had your umbrella and you had to repair it before you came home, it's like you could only use the things that you had in your classroom to repair it. The solution that came on board was that we were to use a stapler that actually was designed for medical purposes, and some very specific high temperature pins that we just happened to have on board for another type of repair. And using those two pieces of equipment, we were actually able to put the blanket back down together, staple it in place, and then pin it in place. And ultimately the repair worked out well. So, you know, you can think about what you have in your classroom and how you would repair that umbrella of yours, and see that you don't need to have a special machine, an umbrella repair machine, that you can use your own imagination and innovation and ingenuity to come up with a solution. And you're looking for something that works. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be, you know, spectacular, but all it has to do is work.